Alright, so yet more on this. I realized that having the bearings in the back of this was really overthinking it. So what I've done is I've just got the motor and see the motor's got a bushing at the end. So I just push the bushing up against the end of the hole here and need to re-glue it. It busted loose somehow, but it's cut down dramatically on friction having just the two bushings in the motor instead of the two motor bushings and then the two bushings in the back. And doesn't seem to be letting in more water, at least when I got it glued right. So yeah, I did that, and I also did this, which will be explained in the rest of the video. And yeah, I'm about ready to call this thing done.
Alright, so done a little more on this. Changed the prop shaft angle a bit. I've actually changed it twice since the last video. I had one that was sticking out almost straight, and of course that broke the water. Something fierce. So you can see I managed to break this for what's got to be the second or third time now. Just trying to pull the prop off and hitting the back of the rudder with my finger, and boom. Used epoxy rather than super glue this time, so that ought to help. Also, I was noticing that when I hit the gas, it tilts, and that's pretty normal, except that, just under acceleration, except that with the resistance of the whole thing, it would stay that way. It would stay tilted. So, at my dad's suggestion, I've added these little sheet metal flaps. And if you can see, the flap on this side, which is the side that it was listing towards, has more of an angle to it. So with any luck, I mean, they won't do squat when it's sitting still, but when it gets up to speed, hopefully it'll counteract that rocking. I don't know how well it'll work, but I figure it's worth a try. The prop seems to work well. So far I noticed very little difference in handling. Alright, I bent the tab out a little more on one side. Not bad, but not that terribly appreciable either. Sure does haul now. One, two.